Welcome to this video series on maths teaching tips. The tips in this video are based on research from the acclaimed book How I Wish I Taught Maths by Craig Barton. The video also builds on principles outlined in the How We Learn and What to Do in Every Lesson video series, which I would advise watching first. This first video will just briefly recap the key ideas. Our working memory is where we process information, where we think. This is supported by long-term memory, where we store information, and the environment, which can give us useful information at that moment to support thinking. Working memory has limited space, so if there's too much information or too much thinking required at once, then the brain cannot process it and becomes confused. This is called cognitive overload, something we want to avoid at all costs with our students. The split attention effect occurs when students have to refer to two different sources of information at the same time while learning something. This includes reading and hearing something at the same time, for example. Doing so creates additional load on working memory and again should be avoided. In the What to Include in Every Lesson series, we looked at ideas from Rosenshine's principles, which focus on whole class interactive instruction, where the teacher carefully plans small learning steps, which ensures all students can go on the same learning journey, with the appropriate challenges and support being placed along the way. Through explicit instruction rather than hands-off teaching practices, such as discovery learning, teachers guide students' thought processes and practice so they eventually can reason and apply skills themselves. One way of ensuring appropriate support and student interaction is through what's sometimes called an I, we, you order of instruction. In short, this refers to teachers starting an instruction cycle by explicitly modelling or explaining a learning step without student interaction, the I part, followed by lots of student interaction through questioning, group work, peer demonstrations in the we part, and then moving on to independent practice in the you part once students are assessed to be ready for this. In the next video, I will go into more details on how to deliver an I, we, you instruction sequence in maths.